We're back. We've got a local product at a local restaurant. We're going to make a local dish. This is Kitchen Ambush. And today we're at the Barking Dog in Norfolk, a restaurant that is just putting out some of the most original hot dogs I've seen, but that's not all. They've got everything on this menu, but not to mention the family atmosphere and the history behind why. So we're going to meet Peter from the Barking Dog, and he's going to tell us why the Barking Dog.
Name-wise, it was originally Gary McIntyre, the founder and brainchild behind the concept, worked with a man named Rick Maggard at the oceanfront, had a place named the Barking Dog that he kind of cut his teeth in. And after Rick passed away, he got with his family and asked if he could revive the name in tribute, for the things that Rick did for him. And it suits the concept because, yes, we do a lot of dogs here and sausages and crab cakes and burgers and sandwiches in general, but seeing as it is a dog place and a dog-friendly place, that it just seemed to fit really well.
So the Barking Dog is not just figurative, it's literal.
Yeah.
And I love the sense that it's, we talk a lot here about local, and that's our focus. Not only are you a local restaurant, that is some beautiful local history to come back together for the name and the style of restaurant.
Yeah, I think it's very suiting. And this is the second location. A third one is in under construction right now in Pocosin. And there again, it's all community-driven, neighborhood-driven, as a place to be, and you get your regular spots.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you position these in places where there's a lot of walk-up traffic and families and neighborhoods, not necessarily in a highly commercial district, but just a district that's right there in the middle of the community.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's part of being local, is to find something that your market needs, your local market wants, fill that spot, and then look out for the people that look out for you.
So literally, you've just kind of positioned yourself around and kind of wrap your arms around like a family in these communities.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, man.
All right, so you do hot dogs, but it's not just hot dogs here at the Barking Dog. You have so much more.
Yeah. The crab cake is really popular and exceptional. Fish sandwiches, just being the seafood town that we are. The burgers have a retro kind of dine-in, drive-up kind of sense where they're not these, big honking burgers. It is thin. They cook fast, so you can get your food fast. Right. And it's sentimental.
And then you carry the perfect combo to a dog and a burger is a beer, and you make sure you carry local beers.
Absolutely. Virginia forward, local as we can, and it's an all-can program here. From a recyclable standpoint, is part of it. And if there's a local one in a can available, and we also have some drafts, then we feature it. So I'm not quite sure what we're up to number-wise, but it fluctuates. But
well, of course, with different things coming out. Now, I have to ask this question. What's your favorite crazy, inventive dog on the menu?
Well, the Seattle dog is named for that city, and that's a popular dog from there. And there's a few other ones on there, but I think from a local standpoint, one of my favorites, the Carolina Drive-In dog with pulled pork barbecue and coleslaw on it, is like just a wonderful thing,
Yeah, perfect for this community here.
Absolutely.
Well, fantastic. So now, in line with that, you got a couple of mad scientists that are putting these crazy dogs together, and that's where we're going to go now to ambush them with a great local product. So we'll get there now, onto the ambush. So we're going to go right over here and introduce the guys. Come on in, guys. And so these are your masterminds in the kitchen, huh?
Yeah, these are the guys.
Who do we have here?
Nick.
And we have Nick.
Johnny.
And Johnny. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump in the kitchen. Thank you so much for the talk. Now let's get to some food, guys. So this is Kitchen Ambush. So what we're going to do is take a local product. We're going to give it to you. You're going to have to figure out a dish to make in about 15 minutes to showcase that product and your style of cooking. You up for the challenge?
Oh, yes.
All right. So today's local product is manufactured here. It's Ames Hot Southern Honey. It is honey made with red chili peppers. What do you think about that?
Sounds awesome. I'm excited. It's great. Yeah, I really want to work with this.
All right, so time starts now.
Do it.
So what are you guys thinking so far about what you might make?
We're probably going to do a crab cake with the glaze with the honey.
So a hot dog place that's making a crab cake.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
It's just we do hot dogs, we do seafood and stuff like that too. We try to, I guess, get it all across the board, you know, like that old school vibe, you know, we do like popcorn shrimp and stuff too, but, you know.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to let you guys get started. And I'll jump over on this side and kind of talk through what's going on. So you're getting started with some onions. I see some teriyaki sauce. You're going ahead and putting the honey in the pan. What's your thought process there?
We're going to make a glaze with some orange and teriyaki to go over our crab cake.
Oh, that's a good combination. It's going to be a sandwich or more of a plated?
Sandwich, yeah.
Excellent. So you were telling me about a local product that you use here, and that it's something that's kind of a special product. So tell me a little more about that.
Oh yeah, the barbecue, right? It's from North Carolina. It's packaged in Portsmouth, so it's all like really local. It's really delicious barbecue. It comes pre-sauced with a Tidewater barbecue sauce. It's really good. You can't mess it up. It's great stuff.
Nice. So, all right, everybody always wants to know, and they ask this question anytime anybody's cooking. What's your favorite guilty pleasure food to eat?
Poutine. I love poutine. French fries, gravy, and cheese. You can't go wrong with that.
And where's your favorite place to get it from?
I like to make my own poutine.
Oh, that's a great answer. So, all right, so what kind of gravy do you make with your poutine?
It's brown beef gravy, a little salt and pepper. It's really simple.
It's funny, I was talking to another chef last night, actually, and poutine came up in the conversation because he's like, I want to do a pop-up dinner one night with just insanely fat foods. And he was talking about donut hamburgers and tater tot poutine. So do you use traditional fries, or do you use something else for your poutine?
Yeah, I just use like regular, whatever fries I have on hand, really. I don't do anything special other than the gravy. I like making my own gravy. A little butter, flour,
So where did you get your start cooking? Is it something you've just done all along, or is it something that's fairly new?
It is actually fairly new. I've only been cooking about 2 years now. I was a dishwasher at my last restaurant, and the kitchen manager left, and I was the longest standing employee, so they gave it to me, and now I love it.
That's how a lot of kitchen careers start. You start some one place, usual dishwasher. I know that's where I started my uncle's restaurant, was as a dishwasher, but then something happens, and next thing you know, you're in the spotlight.
Yep. That's exactly what happened. I told them I didn't want to cook. I don't know how to cook. They said, you can do it. And turns out I'm okay at it.
Nice. So, all right, so you've got crab cake sandwich you're going to make. I saw some, looked like onion rings going down in the fryer.
Yes, we're going to top the sandwich with some fried onions. And it's a glaze we're making. Some lettuce and tomato and a side of coleslaw.
Nice. Good deal. Well, I haven't got to bug you too much, so what are you doing over here?
I'm prepping the crab cake right now. We use Route 11 chips, These are from Virginia as well. Mm-hmm. We just coat both sides with these chips. They're Old Bay seasoned chips. And then form the crab cake. Just line the side here with a little bit of flour.
Now, what's in there?
This is a fish fry. Yeah.
So you coat top and bottom on the crab cake with the crushed chips.
Yeah.
And then you roll it, kind of form it a little better, roll it in the fish flour.
Yeah.
And then you're going to sear it off in the pan?
Yes, sir. And then we'll bake it off for a couple minutes.
What kind of slaw do you guys usually use?
We use a chopped slaw. All our stuff comes from Performance Food Group.
Nice. So is this something that you would even consider putting on a menu, or do you stay more traditional when you do your crab cakes?
This is something we could consider doing. We do a lot of specials here. We try to be really fun and unique with it. We usually make a lot of funny names. Like one we did was the Not So Mean Joe Green Bean Burger. I know it's a mouthful.
That's a mouthful, right?
Yeah. But it was pickled green beans with some mozzarella, basil, and then we did a balsamic vinaigrette glaze on that.
So that's really a 5-star white tablecloth type profile on a burger.
Yeah, we'll serve, like you're saying, like Roadhouse style burgers and stuff. We don't try to be too pretentious or anything like that. It's just, You know, we make dogs and all that stuff, like our Carolina dog with the barbecue and stuff like that. We do funky stuff like that. And then with our specials and stuff, we try to take it like a little bit farther to see what we can do, or is it something fun, like it was a cool idea to try. Like one time we tried to do like a hot dog like sushi roll. It was just like it was just like the bun, cheese, the like a kosher dog, the quarter pound, so it was a little bit bigger. And then we sliced it up and stuff like that.
How well was that received?
We didn't run it as a special. We tried it. It was okay, but you know.
It just didn't make the cut.
It just didn't make the cut, no.
What's been your favorite dog that made the cut so far?
Favorite dog? We had one called the Saigon Snap. That was really good. It had pork belly on it, like pickled daikon radish, carrots and stuff like that on it. That was really good.
All right, so now back over here in the pan, you're adding a little more orange zest, and you're just going to kind of reduce that down, get it to tighten up to form that nice glistening glaze, right?
Right.
All right, so what's your favorite dog that ever made the cut?
You know, I like the Saigon a lot, but we did one called the Family Reunion that was just basically every food you would find at a family reunion piled on top of a hot dog. It had potato salad and pork roll, and what else was on that? Sriracha.
Sriracha, yeah. We have a lot of fun with sriracha. We like spice, so we're really glad you brought the hot honey.
Right, yeah.
So even though it was a surprise ingredient, you guys kind of lucked out right in your wheelhouse
Yeah,
going
yeah.
with that kind of spicy, sweet setup.
Yeah, I'd never actually seen spicy honey before. I like this a lot.
Yes.
Very cool idea.
Spicy honey. Anytime you can mix sweet and heat together, you get those natural sugars, kind of break down that capsaicin a little bit, make it more palatable, but still get that kind of creeping heat in the back.
Yeah, I like it, yeah.
So what's an ingredient or a thought process you've had so far that you haven't got to use or try or work to the end?
Like here in this restaurant, I'm not sure really. I haven't really thought about that. I have a lot of experience making Asian food. I mean, I grew up in a, traditional Filipino kitchen and stuff, everything back at home. So it's just like try to incorporate a little bit more of that here. You know, like you said, we try to do funky stuff. Maybe try to, get some more rice dishes and stuff in like that.
Get like a lumpia hot dog?
Yeah, we thought about that, but we don't know how well that would go. Like would that be too much? With lumpia in a bun, and just like here you go.
Oh man, I think that would be awesome. Get a
Yeah.
nice lumpia inside, hot dog in the lumpia, get a bun, get the topping on that. I would love to see that. That would actually get me to eat a hot dog.
We'll let you know when we run it.
All right, I'll be here. We'll take pictures. We'll have some fun with that. All right, so I asked him, what's your favorite guilty pleasure food?
It would have to be chicken nuggets and like milkshakes from Cookout. I love Cookout. It's open all the time too. Like a lot of cooks we get off late at night, so sometimes I don't feel like cooking after a long night. So
Really, you don't feel like cooking at 3 in the morning?
no, I don't.
So, what do you guys do? Any kind of special events here, like set up things, do different things inside the community?
Yeah, I mean, we have we have groups in the neighborhood who they'll rent out the restaurant for a night, do parties. We allow dogs in the patio. We allow dogs on the patio, so we have a lot of like I said, parties who come up. They'll just all bring their dogs and their kids, and it's always a good time.
So you guys really do keep to that family feel. I mean, that's what I loved about the patio.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I saw there was a little one running around here.
Yeah, that's mine. He lives here. I've been working here for 4 months before we even opened, so he was just always here. It's just his second home.
So he's just become the boss and kind of keeps you guys in line?
More or less, yeah.
That makes good. How's our sauce coming along?
It's looking pretty good. I think I'm going to cut the heat so it'll thicken up a little bit. But, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty tasty.
How many crab cakes do you think you guys go through? Is it a pretty popular item?
Oh, yeah, it's, other than the hot dogs and hamburgers, I'd say it's one of our more popular items. I'd say we probably go through a dozen every couple of days.
You get through here, sorry guys.
And doing the kitchen dance, popping back and forth with everybody as you guys are moving. And so tell me why the onion rings.
Just to get a little bit of different textures in there. The crab cake will cook up pretty nice, get a nice crisp on the outside while it's still nice and soft. But since we're going with that nice glaze there and stuff too, I'd like to add a nice crisp to it on top. Yeah.
So what was your, you mentioned growing up with that one particular type of cuisine and Filipino cuisine, and how that influences your cooking now. Do you see it kind of continue as you come up with new creative ideas, kind of falling back on kind of mixing tradition with with
yeah,
other?
it's part of it. I mean, the Filipino food like trend's growing too, more so out on the West Coast and stuff like San Francisco and everything. There's more fusion with it because a lot of our flavors too, it works really well with like Mexican food and stuff like that. So, moving forward with specials, like I've tried thinking like adobo, like tacos or something like that. I mean, it's definitely a part of it.
Oh, now you're talking my language. I love all things taco. If it's called a taco, I'm going to try it wherever it is.
We ran a taco special about 2 months ago with we made our own avocado mayo and stuff in it. It was really, really, really good.
That's fantastic.
Made pico. Yeah, and we actually
Very
find
cool.
our own shells here and everything too.
Now, you guys also carry a lot of local beers.
Oh yeah, we do. I mean, we have a huge, huge selection. I mean, I'm no professional on it, but yeah. I mean, I think our entire tap is local. I mean, we got O'Connor's, Bull Rock, and then River Beach, the hop. Yeah.
So now it looks like we're getting pretty close to putting the dish together.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close.
How's that glaze look? You got a great color on it. Looks.
I'm pretty excited about it. It looks good.
All right. So how busy are you guys? So you said I figure weekends extremely busy for you guys.
Pretty much any lunch all week. People get off work or on their lunch break, drive by and see it, and we're a big lunch spot. Doesn't matter the day of the week, really. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, this is a great walking community to be around. Different restaurants opening up. A new one just opened up down the road, and I think it's just going to strengthen what everybody's doing here.
Exactly. This neighborhood.
Yep.
The neighborhood's been very, very welcoming. People walk over all day, every day, bring their dogs, their kids. It's been a lot of fun, and they definitely seem to like us. That's good.
All right. Looks like the crab cake just out of the oven. Great color. Really had a nice smell coming out. I love how those potato chips kind of caramelized up and give you that extra crunch on top. Is that the normal way you do your crab cakes with those potato chips?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so the onion rings are coming up, the fried onions. Glaze is finishing. That's reduced down by at least half. That looks pretty sharp.
Yeah.
All right. So the plate's coming together. We got some cold slaw on the plate. The buns buttered and toasted. Lettuce, tomato, the crab cake. Now we've got the fried onions, and next up will be the glaze using that Ames Hot Southern Honey. Again, local product, local dish. Just an entire kind of community in a plate here. Man, that looks awesome. Got to hold it together with the size of a sandwich like that. All right.
Soft coleslaw, a little bit of our hush puppies here.
No, you can't miss something like that. That's kind of a one piece. But instead of seeing that typical plated up dish, you've got a nice spin on it and put it together great. So all that's left now is try the dish.
Yeah.
All right, let's cut this thing up and see what we got.
All right.
I got to do this. We got to show this to a camera, bright and center. That is a beautiful sandwich right there. All right, so now we're going to try this. I'll let you guys do the cutting. Let's bring it over here so we can cut it up and get everybody to see what's happening. The glaze is just dripping off. You're not a little bit excited about trying this honey sandwich, are you?
I'm really excited about this, yeah.
Like I said again, you can't quite hear it now, but a great crunch. The color's beautiful. It maintained its height. Oh, that looks good. All right, let's dive in. Go up. You want to? All right, you coming in? Who's coming in to try this with me? Somebody's got to try it with me.
Yeah,
I think both of you should.
Yeah. I'll cut that one in half. We'll go in on.
Yeah, you guys get your quarter. I'll take a half. I think that's a fair ratio.
Oh, very fair.
we only did all the work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it.
All right, guys, you ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go.
Do it.
I love the fried onions, man. Gives you that little bit. It does give you that crunch and that texture, but it also gives you a little bit of sweetness from the onion that just plays off that the red chili pepper honey. I mean, that Ames Southern Honey came off great in this. Glaze is a great idea. The zest of the orange really kind of adds to that flavor. And man, that's a great crab cake.
I like that heat still, it's still building right now, you know.
Really slow heat on that.
Yeah, anytime you mix that sweet and that heat together, you get it, but you're not running for a glass of water right now. It's just that extra piece that really kind of just brings it all together. Well, guys, I'm going to say that that's a successful ambush. You guys have anything coming up in the next month or so that is exciting or maybe something new?
Football season starting. We're going to get some TVs for that.
Oh, that's exciting. I could see putting that in here and in the outside. So come here for not just the hot dogs of the Barking Dog, the crab cakes, the burgers, and coming soon, football.
I want to have some dog treats coming here soon too. We're trying to. I mean, we're very dog friendly as it is already, but we serve hot dogs and snaps to, the local pups, but I'm trying to make some treats for them as well.
See, now it's a place for the whole family, kids, mom and dad, brothers, sisters, friends, and the dogs. So make your next trip out to the Barking Dog here in Norfolk. And again, this is Kitchen Ambush. We had a local product, a local restaurant to make a delicious local dish. We're going to be at the restaurant near you coming soon. So don't forget, powered by ViewItDoIt. Have a great day.